Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it was pretty disappointing, just how many shots we had, and especially shots on target also, just to score one goal. I think that we need to improve on that, especially if we're going to have that many shots, to need more than one to win a game. And, I mean, I know a lot of the guys were disappointed after the game, and so, yeah.
How's the team feeling coming into this week's training as you guys finally have a full week of training?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a full week of training in a while, so I think it's going to be good for us to regroup and refresh and just get back to regular training days. Yeah.
How you guys beat Seattle back in June. What advantages or lessons from that match do you guys carry over into this Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I think just look back at, like you said, last game we played at Seattle, I think look back at what we did right and the goals we scored and the goals we did concede. Just look back at that game and recap about that.
How important is it to respond with a strong performance at home this Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, especially from back-to-back losses, I think that was the first time all year, so I think we need to respond. I think we will respond well, especially since it was back-to-back, so, I mean, I think the guys are ready to go.
And then you kind of just touched on this a little bit, but lastly, what's the mindset coming into a match like this, knowing it's part of the final stretch of the season, and Seattle is right behind you guys in the standings?
Yeah, I mean, Eric always says, like, these last 8 games are played like finals, so I think everyone needs to have that mindset that, I mean, one game at a time, each final, so yeah.
After having a few days to debrief after Saturday's game against Colorado, what's your assessment of that match?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you look at some of the good stuff we did in possession, chances created, shots on goal, expected goals. We had some really good moments, but, we let ourselves down in a few moments of transition. I think that's what we've got to tighten up. We've got to get back to being a really good team defending, and being difficult to break down.
This is the team's first day back at training since the loss, with a full week ahead. What's the initial responses from the group today in the pitch? Yeah,
I mean, you can hear it out here. Everyone's in good spirits. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the league that would take our position and be really happy. I think it shows the ambition of this group that there was a little disappointment and frustration after that last game. They know that we're capable of so much more, and we have big ambitions for the season. So the group's come in this morning ready to work. The other guys have come in, done the recovery. Tomorrow will be everyone back together in training and preparing for what will be a big game this weekend.
How do you channel that response from the guys into motivation ahead of Saturday's game against Seattle?
I think they just lean on what they've done all year. I mean, we've been one of the best teams bouncing back from losses in the league all season. We showed against good teams that we can step up and get good results, and we expect nothing but the same this weekend.
So Seattle is right behind you guys in the table. How does that impact your approach to this match?
Yeah, I mean, they had a great result in their last game. They're playing really well. Their team is doing well, even with some adversity, missing a few key players. And it will be tough, But I think when we look at the strength of, again, what we've done, bouncing back from tough results this year within the league, we've been very good. We know we can tighten up a few things and get back on track. And this last stretch of games can really put us in a good position heading into the postseason.
And then lastly, after beating Seattle in June, what lessons do you carry over, or what tactical areas are you guys focusing on for this Saturday?
The big one is just discipline, discipline, organization, concentration for 90 minutes. We know we have the quality within the group. We just have to be on board for 90 minutes and, not get beat by moments of desire from the opposition.